You know, he has asked a very valid question.
What was the question?
He said, how is it? It's easy for me. After all, I don't have any child, I don't have any husband, I don't have anybody facing this. It's easy for me to say that you don't get money, don't do that. But how is it possible? The first thing I'll say is, let's make dua. Every morning when you wake up, ask Allah to make things easy. There's a dua, I think it's going to be Yasir Wallah Yasir, oh Allah, to make our things easy. Allah is the only person who can make it easy for you to survive without them. It's the only person. And to be determined not to be in debt in America is not easy, because it takes serious planning, dedicated savings, and delaying gratification. People can look at me and say, so you've been in America for 12 years, you don't have a house you're in. Well, if it's not my plan, what is your problem? We have to start thinking about what's your own plan? What's your own plan? You see this Mexican there? If you enter, you see a big Mexican house, you know how many of them inside there? When they live there, when they live that house, you know the kind of mansion they go and buy? Do you see the kind of big houses they go and pull? Those people, they are hustling, they are sleeping on the floor and saving their cash-only construction money. How can we are the ones that right off the plane want to be the suburbs? We have to begin to change the way we think. If you have a kid and your child doesn't want to go to a state college where they can get a state tuition, then that's their problem. You should go and pay the money someplace else. Yeah. Or study hard. Yeah. So this thing is hard. But I think there was, and I'm going to paraphrase, so forgive me, the imams are here. When Allah showed Jibril the heavens and the beings that were surrounding it, and showed him the hellfire and the things that were surrounding it, he said, if people, the things that are surrounding the heavens are so difficult, so hard, that it looks like nobody will make it. And the things that are surrounding the hellfire are so appealing that if we're not careful, everybody will fall in there. All these things fall into that category. The kind of jihad that we're fighting as Muslims in America is big in our soul. It's big. It's huge. Imagine you've been here for 13 years, you now go to Nigeria. Your friends be like, hey, America, you're my fail. You come back, only use the ocean, they still sharp. You don't have a house, you have no to your name. It's not easy, I have a question here. So, somebody said that we do good business without borrowing. In graduate school, we have no options than to take student loans. Do you think there's any other option? There are many options. There are many options than taking loans to school. And I wish that I had known this when I was coming to America. It's very amazing how much money there is out there, especially for black people. There is no other time in history that we can ride this boat of black people not being in the streets than now. And we better use it to our advantage. There's not enough of us in big schools, and they're willing to pay us to come here. It might take some hard work up front. Many employers will pay. They can write off their taxes. They'll pay for you to go to grad school. So if I have to keep on working for you so that you pay me and then I leave you after, let's do that then. You have a question?
No, I don't have a question. I was going to say about paying for grad school. My brother and I had graduate assistantships, so they paid for our school and then they paid us a monthly stipend.
Absolutely.
So it requires you doing some work ahead of time,
Yeah.
But it's possible.
Absolutely.
And then work-wise, my company offers, a certain percentage to pay for your MBA or any other advanced degrees you want to take. So you have to be diligent about it, but you have to put in work to get it. So.
And she has a good point. So my brother came to grad school. I came to America in 2002. My brother came to grad school in 2008. I told my sisters, I said, before he gets on that plane, if we cannot pay for his first year, let him not get on the plane. He's not taking a loan. I said, I'm the last person in my lineage that will take a student loan in America. So we decided that this is our plan. The three of us will pay $5,000 every semester for him to do, but the teaching must be 4.0 so that he will get scholarship by second year. And that's exactly what happened. My brother graduated with the third class, give him an extra year. He was the best graduating student in Riverdale when he graduated. Because we told him, if you don't get merit-based scholarship by the end of the first year, so you go back to Nigeria. So he works his butt out. There's money here. We just have to find it. Many of these things they are leading with too much discouragement and difficulty. But what is easy in life? So.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Do you like cheese? Do you like cheese?
Do you really have a question?
Put your hand down.
Yeah, I have a question. What's the price?
Can you talk a little bit about renting versus buying a house? Because a lot of people say renting is just like throwing money in the toilet. They're not getting anything back. But if you haven't saved enough to buy a house, then what do you do?
That's a very good question. And the simple answer to that question is the narrative of who are we listening to? Because I fell into that trap too. So in 2004, I moved to Boston. And I did my taxes. I'm a CPA, even though I don't still don't have to pay my taxes, I don't know taxes. But I did my taxes and I was owing the government $2,000. I was like, hey? So I started reading. You don't have a house, you don't have a child, you are the one paying the US government to fight off the wars. So of course, the next thing I did was to buy a house. But again, it doesn't make any sense that I'm paying somebody to collect 29 cents on $100 just because, yes, you get money back, but you paid money in the first instance. And if you play your cards right, renting is not a bad idea. For example, I rent now, but I also have a business. And part of my expense that I write for taxes is my home office. Surely my business must exist somewhere. It's in my house. So it's not exactly throwing money away. Inshallah, when next I buy a house, I will buy for cash. Even if it is a small hole in the wall, it's my own. I don't have to wait for 30 years before I say this house is mine. What kind of system is it that you pay somebody, you buy a house for $50,000 and pay the person $500,000? That doesn't make sense. So you're not throwing money away. You're just being very strategic. So may Allah help us.
Someone else make a comment.
Just looking at what someone said that it's not easy access. I recently was like 3 years, and typical Yoruba, you don't owe people money. Over check, they say your mind is, you can't say, and it's not the right minded people. So when I came and everybody was talking about it, I said, I will send my cash. I will use my fingernails to pick my money. And I was telling my friends today that it's about the mindset, it's about planning. When I first came here, my parents gave me money for They calculated transportation, everything, gave me first month cash for 3 months. I squeezed that money. Living expenses, 6 months. I still paid for exam. I told Allah, and that is like, we have to put Allah first. And it's not just putting Allah first, it's talking to Allah. It sounds very cliche, I don't do cliches, but this cliche of Allah, I do it and I do it. And it works. Wallahi, I told Allah, I wasn't very, I just said, when I was living in Lagos, I was giving my parents money. I'm now coming to America. I'll now be calling them, mommy, and mommy, with that, mommy, and I told Allah, I said, I don't want to ask my parents for money. Find a way for me. Within 1 year, and I remember that within 1 year, I remember when he did that lecture at Yasser, and he said something about you lost a job or you were looking for a job, you didn't have money, you gave Sadako out of the little that was left in your account, and they called you. And I remember, it now took me back to one day before I got my part-time job at my school. I came out of wrong exits. I come out of Paragon North, it has 3 exits. I didn't come out of Street. I came out of case I was angry. I had to work and exam. This guy just accosted me. I don't stop. I don't talk to people. Ma, how do you see the thing more joy? He shall say, say what she do, what he wrote up for that thing, she mistakes what she do. Because whatever this body chance, it seems like it's going to send me. I shall listen. I was rolling my eyes. I was rolling my eyes. And one children international. One something. After that again, someone against our mother. If it's Mojurosi, you must calculate. So this $25 a month that this guy is asking, how will I do it? Because at that time, I could only spend $10 a week on transportation, so I would take the bus for 2 hours to get to school. I could not afford the train, and I did not take the train. So I would get out of my house by 5:30 in the morning to get to class before 7. I did it. I did that. I cried, I wept, I cried my eyes out. And my parents told me, Shebu Pawoye Iwololo Los America. Joko síbẹ̀ o dẹ̀ máa pass. My mother told me, and in the middle of the road, say, you said you are going, you must finish it. Something pushed you. God has taken you there. You will succeed. And that happened. And I remember that day, I committed to that $25 a month. It was sponsor a child, whatever it is. And it was when she said it at Yasir, I now realized, it was a few months after that I got my job. That job is $10 an hour, but that $10 an hour, hey, not my job. Last Yasir, the first Yasir I came for, I wanted. I was supposed to buy my flight ticket. But I said he was laughing and saying, and he said you were boss, they might fly. It was funny because that day I sat down and it's good to be reflective and very introspective. And after that I was telling my friend, I think I explained it. I was so angry because someone made me buy my ticket late. And I was paying like $200 or $300 extra. And I sat down and I was like, SubhanAllah, last year, I could not afford $40 as in, in fact, somebody, nothing can I $10 extra. And I said, today, I am complaining, but I can spend cash $10 extra. And in that moment, I could just say, I wasn't rich, but I was rich. Because I could afford to spend, and it is about perspective. My friends and I, we will buy 99-cent bread. Yes. And yes, we will go to Coffee. They sell a flat bread. You buy 99 cents, 9 cents tax. So you pay $1.09. We will bring margarine and water from home. And eat it with water. Yes, we passed our exams. But today, where are we? It is about perspective. We have friends who will go every day, $10, $15. They are going to eat lunch. What is Subway? Any dollar, any whatever. That is a $5. I will eat that $5. Breakfast, lunch, is about respect. That I'm working. I chose, I wanted to ask her, she was giving me advice. We had a conversation about this. Everybody said, you have to have a the period that and it is about Allah showing up for me. I prayed, I said, no, I don't know how I'm going to get. I was living in work. The nearest bus station is 40 minutes walk. And I said, God, what will I do? Show up for me. He showed up for me and he used people to show up for me. You will not know. Allah has said, it is a promise. All you have to do is trust. My cousin lives in DC. So when he closes from work, I will pick his car in the night, drive it home, leave home very early, and return his car so he can drive his car to work. We did that rotation, and that was how I survived. Still, I got to the period where I didn't need a car. So when I didn't need a car, do you still need to buy a car? Because I have to buy a car. You want to calculate perspective again. If I buy a car, you pay what is it? Insurance. You pay parking 145. When you want to get I'm working 6 days a week. Just for that one day to drive. When that one day go on, you will first soon. Mama calculate 2,400. Mama for me, Adura can car. Me know what you. If I need a car, I will rent. I got $10 an hour. Masare of school. All already tell me. Some of them had cars from school that they didn't sell. We park in school garage, work garage because it's free. It's about perspective. It's about introspection and what you want to do. She said, if you are charging something on your car, you can't pay for it at that time. We have a dead price. Yeah, that is small. I don't look at it on things. I love shoes. But I look at everybody's going to work. Everybody's buying things. That is what I tell myself. Will you have it? Will somebody look at you? We didn't write it on the It is about perspective. And Allah shows up for you. I looked at my vacation and I said, I don't know what I'm going to do. I need to go. I want to go and visit my mother. I need to see my mother. That's all. And I said, God, I should visit prayer. I spent that ticket money. Wallahi, I didn't know how I was going to pay it back. But when she was calculating how I was going to school and everything. But do you know what happened? I went to Lagos. I went to visit my uncle, my special dad, the Allah bless him. I went and we're going. He said, anything, say, I'm not asking for money. But if you give me, I'll take. He went inside the house. $1,000 he will tickets to fully below. Allah always shows up for you. There was also another month I was a little behind on my credit card and rent and everything. $300. So I referred someone, and it was that same month that my building decided to give me my referral bonus. She called me, I said, hey, God. And I put it on Twitter or Facebook. I said, all I just said was, Allah, how is it going? And he had answered. Even without me opening my mouth, God knew the answer. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's just, it sounds, because he said it's easy for her. So I just wanted to say, from my personal experience, that's just it. He said it's easy for her. It's not easy. It is never easy. But it's about putting your complete trust in Allah. Every day you have that, but it's about trust. And God can
shed more light on how inshallah, as I'm taking our acquisition to Sister Tope, we have some of
somebody asked a question that if you know, because it's a very important question. If you know you are bad with money and savings, must you find a spouse who is really good with money to balance you out? How are you going to tell if they are good with money before you get married? Did anybody live in Nigeria in the 80s? Anybody live in Nigeria in the 80s? Do you know Bobby Benson? If you are a taxi driver, before you buy taxi driver, better check if this person is good with money. There's a very easy thing. The guy is talking, his lyrics sound good, I mean. Take him to my blog, our financialcoach.com. Check his money column. If it's red, run. Because you will die and be broke. But I think, it's very important. These are very romantic conversations. But this is part of the services that I offer. If you guys want to come talk to me before you get married, I charge you to very cheap. But this is something that is very important that you should do. You need to understand what debt you're bringing into the marriage. Who is going to pay? Who is responsible?
Yes.
Yeah, and well, if you're a woman and you're bringing debt into marriage, let me tell you what the catch is. Tell you that that's your dowry.
Yes. Can you repeat that, please?
Like, if you're a woman. No, she can ask for anything she wants. No pressure. It's whatever she wants.
They always say no pressure.
Oh,
No, but seriously, I think these are conversations that we need to start having in the masjids. Please, my email address was on the thing. I'll put it back again. Email me. We can set up some conversations before the marriage, happens, because many of us don't talk about money before the marriage, and then marriage happens, and then there's a problem. I used to be married, so I know what that means.
So, but after, what if you are not married and
It's not too late. It's not too late. Call me. You have me on WhatsApp. Call me.
That's too old for you, my brother.
So inshallah, in the absence of any further questions, I will call on Elijah Kadri to, as a token of our opposition to Sister Tope, to give a gift to her. Allah.
I'm very fortunate to have been here today. I'm so fortunate because I came here in spite of seeing her at the platform, and having been with her, I'm so happy. And I just go on to say Alhamdulillah. 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 Sister Dania, Tope, we are so happy for you. You've been touching people's lives positively, and Almighty Allah will continue to be with you. God Almighty Allah will continue to be with you, and grant your heart desire, inshallah. And you will never regret anything, inshallah. We want to know you more, inshallah. This is just a token appreciation. We cannot thank you at all. We cannot thank you. But this is just a token. And I will still the request of the members. We thank the organizers too for this program. To the indulgence of the affairs, please. We want to say Fatiha for the organizers. One Fatiha. And then another Fatiha to Sister Tope, and then we will try Fatiha of Barika. We want the Barika to continue to enjoy first of all, ẹni tó ṣe sábà, àwọn tó ṣe sábà ti wà, ẹ jẹ́ ká fún wọn ní Fatiha. Ọlọ́run àti máa fún wọn ní òkè lókè ètò tí wọ́n máa gbé síbẹ̀. Ọlọ́run máa darí wọn. Èyí tí a máa gé tó máa jẹ́ èrè fún wa níjọ́ ìwé ìyá kìámọ̀. Ọlọ́run máa fi sí wọn lọ́kàn. Let's recite Fatiha for the organizers. I'm so impressed. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Arrahmanirrahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu bàbá tó máa wá ń gbà mí wá máa rí káàtó náà blessing ọlọ́run máa ṣí máa lọ fún wa ṣàánú wa nítorí ìjọba bá wá ṣe ìṣòro ẹ̀jẹ̀ ìṣòro bless you. And then I just another for giving me this great honor to defend it. So thank you so much. I love you.